Hey guys, today I want to talk about pigeon. Okay, pigeon is one of the hardest poses for me because I have really tight hips. And double pigeon is my mortal enemy. So because it's a pose that I don't really enjoy, it's probably a pose that a lot of people don't enjoy. And if you have tight hips like I do, it's always going to be a challenge. So I wanted to introduce the sandbag to your double pigeon practice, okay? Doing it on your own is really difficult if you don't have a teacher to adjust you, especially during these times. It's hard to be around people. So if you have tight hips, and a lot of us do, get a blanket, a yoga blanket, a pillow, anything you can to elevate your hips, okay? So that's the first step. I just rolled up a throw that I had, like a little faux fur throw I had on the sofa. I rolled it up so that when I come into double pigeon, my hips are a little higher, or at least even with my knee. Once the sandbags are on it, you'll see, obviously it's a little higher now. But what you want to be is on a slight slope so that your knee isn't way up here and your hips way down here. Okay, so I'm in my double pigeon. As you can see, it's not very good because I really struggle with this. So I don't know how many pounds these are. I mean, they're pretty heavy. They feel like they're about 10 pounds, maybe 12. So what I do is I put a sandbag on my knee, and because my hips are so tight, I do a double sandbag. So you can do it on your inner thigh, wherever you feel like you're gonna get this crease in the hips. So I like to do double on my knee, but you can do one on your inner thigh and one on your knee, or one further out. Now look at what that did to my hips, right? So when I started, my knee was way up here, and that's something that I can't really adjust on my own unless I have some weight. So now that I have the weight on my knee, you can see that my knee is actually further below my hips than it was when I started. Once I get into this position, and it hurts, it's not, I'm putting on a brave face. I take each palm and I grab, we call this ball and mitt. I put my balls and my mitts together on two elbows. I come above my head, close my eyes, and breathe. Another thing you can do in this is to make sure that your the foot that you can see, the one that's on top, doesn't have a ton of wrinkles in it, right? So you want to be able to flex it back so that your foot isn't like this and full of wrinkles. You want to be able to check your foot in that way to try to smooth the wrinkles out, and that's how you know your foot is in the proper position. Once your hands and your elbows are above your head, you can choose to stay here in a meditative state and breathe through the pain, because it is hard. Send your breath to your hip. Or if this is not that hard for you and you want to bump it up a little, let's say, you can pump your liver. And the way that you do that is you hold onto your elbows, you don't let go, you bring your arms down, and you pump. And this is the way to flush the liver every day, whether you're in pigeon, or you can just sit there and do this, or you can do this while you're standing. Once you feel you flushed properly, hang on again, pull your elbows out to each side so you get a nice little stretch in the shoulders. Close your eyes and just breathe. I recommend staying here anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes just to really get into that hip. I hope you like my slightly adjusted double pigeon, and I hope it helps all of you with really tight hips like I have, because God knows we need the help. Have a nice day.